Good afternoon. Please remain standing while I invite Jake Williams, honorary member of the university, to sing our national anthem.
Please sit down, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the 104th Convocation of the University of Waterloo. The 104th Convocation. Now, you know that the economy is going through a little bit of a tough time, and unemployment is increasing, and sort of reminded me about the story of this young man graduates who asked an old rich man how he made his money. The old man thought for a while, and he said, "Well, son, it was 1932, the depth of the Great Depression. I was down to my last nickel. I invested that nickel in an apple, polished it, sold it in the afternoon for 10 cents, and next morning I invested it in 2 apples, polished it, sold it at the end of the day, and got 20 cents, and I kept doing that, and by the end of the month I had accumulated a fortune of $1.37. "So that's how you built your empire," the boy said. "Heavens no," the man replied. My wife's father died and left us $2 million. I wish some of that good fortune flows over to you. But a warm welcome to you for this convocation here at Waterloo. It's a celebration of the achievements of our graduates, and this afternoon we celebrate with those graduates in the Faculty of Arts. On behalf of the Boards of Governors and the Senate of the University, I'd like to express congratulations and best wishes to all who will graduate this afternoon. Please savor every minute of today's ceremony and the celebration that will follow within your circle of family and friends. Today is a rite of passage, a passage to an exciting future where you can apply your knowledge, share your experience, or continue to learn. I also welcome the families and guests of our graduating students. Your presence here today is a tangible demonstration of your support and commitment to their success. We will begin with the conferring of honorary degrees and titles on individuals who have distinguished themselves in the Academy. We will then confer bachelor's, master's, and doctoral degrees. Finally, medals will be awarded to graduating students who have excelled in their studies. The proceedings will take less than 2 hours, and we ask that you remain in your places until Convocation is adjourned and the academic procession has left the Convocation Hall. The ceremony, you'll find, blends certain age-old university rites and protocols with a spirit of informality which characterizes Waterloo. We trust that it will be an occasion to enjoy and an occasion to remember. I offer you my congratulations, graduates, as you move on from Waterloo, and I challenge you. Take risks, be unconventional, but do not forget that honesty, integrity, and strength of character should be the driving force in all that you do. As an aside, when I was your age, I was introduced to a book by Napoleon Hill. Think and Grow Rich was the name of the book. It's a wonderful book that studied success stories of businessmen, doctors, politicians, scientists, and others. The book analyzed the principles behind their success and explained it in very simple terms, concluding finally with the line, "What the mind can conceive, the mind can achieve. What the mind can conceive, the mind can achieve." So one day, when finally you've made your mark in the world, make sure that you give back to others less fortunate. After all, every one of us has benefited from the wisdom, advice, generosity of others that have helped us in our careers. So let me end with a Chinese proverb, and it goes something like this. If you want happiness for an hour, take a nap. If you want happiness for a day, go fishing. If you want happiness for a year, inherit a fortune. If you want happiness for a lifetime, go help somebody. So ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to this convocation and hope you will enjoy it. Thank you very much.
Mr. Chancellor, I present Betsy Zana. Betsy Zana joined the university in 1976 and worked with students in the Faculty of Arts for 34 years, primarily as senior academic counselor and coordination of transition and retention. She established the notably high standard of academic advising for students in arts. Betsy was a passionate advocate for the university and the faculty. She devised successful programs and approaches that helped then brand the new Faculty of Arts become the largest at Waterloo. Her long and dedicated service to a wide range of committees, particularly those dedicated to admissions and student petitions, were instrumental in shaping the precedents and practices that guide the committee's mandates to this day. Betsy was also a longtime advocate and supporter of student athletes, staff, and coaches. In 2010, in recognition of her long-standing contributions to athletics, she received the inaugural Warrior Campus Service Award. For Betsy, students always came first. Her dedication to students, her wonderfully empathetic, personable, and forthright guiding of them through their academic and personal challenges, as well as her exemplary service to her colleagues in the Faculty of Arts, embody the engagement that we aspire to engender in all members of our campus community. Mr. Chancellor, in recognition of her outstanding dedication and service, I request that you bestow the title Honorary Member of the University upon Betsy Zana.
Mr. Chancellor, I present Maurice Schroeder. Reverend Dr. Maurice Schroeder, Oblate of Mary Immaculate, is a Canadian priest and medical doctor who has spent more than 2 decades in humanitarian work with Indigenous peoples in Peru. His commitment to global citizenship exemplifies the goals that St. Jerome's University and the Center for Responsible Citizenship aspire for all students to adopt. Reverend Dr. Schroeder is one of 2 priest doctors who since 1986 have run the Centro de Salud Santa Clotilde, a mission hospital in remote northeastern Peru on the Amazon River. The hospital provides inpatient care, outpatient clinics, and outreach services to more than 20,000 villagers living along a 400-kilometer stretch of the Napo River. These villagers are very poor and have little or no access to health care. Reverend Dr. Schroeder has worked tirelessly to establish partnerships in Peru, to bring in locums to provide medical care to this remote location. In the past decade, the clinic has successfully attracted outside physicians to volunteer their services for weeks or months at a time. Reverend Dr. Schroeder has been instrumental in establishing partnerships with St. Jerome's University, allowing students to travel and study in Peru as part of its Beyond Borders international service learning program. These placements provide students with valuable learning experiences by engaging them in social justice, solidarity, and the practice of good global citizenship. Mr. Chancellor, in recognition of his long-standing humanitarian aid efforts and his dedication and contribution to St. Jerome's University and the University of Waterloo, I request that you bestow the title Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, upon Reverend Dr. Maurice Schroeder. I now invite Dr. Maurice Schroeder to address Convocation.
Mr. Chancellor, Prem Watsa, Dr. Feridun Hamdullahpur, President of the University of Waterloo, Dr. David Parran, President of St. Jerome's University, faculty and staff, distinguished scholars, friends and families of the graduates, and members of the graduating class of 2012. It's a long way from the academic halls of the University of Waterloo, where I am honored to stand before you today, to the thatch huts of the natives of the Napo River in the Peruvian Amazon, where I have spent over a quarter of a century with my medical colleagues, developing and running a small rural hospital at a place called Santa Clotilde. The distance is even greater if measured by the gaping inequalities in standard of living, socioeconomic levels, and opportunity expectations which separate them from you. In another sense, it is an anomaly that the distance between Waterloo and the Napo River is nothing at all. I'm sure that any number of you before me right now can pull up the Napo River in Peru on the screens of your Blackberries or internet cell phones or whatever devices you may have, which have shrunk distances and collapsed the world into immediate contact of all its parts. So the events of today are symbolic to me of that distance and of that proximity. That the prestigious University of Waterloo should bestow the recognition of an honoris causa degree on an unknown missionary doctor from the Peruvian Amazon says much about you. That St. Jerome's University should sponsor programs such as Beyond Borders, Go Guatemala, SJU residents in Peru, and send students of the quality of Mr. David Hewson, who worked with us in Peru in 2010, speaks of your awareness and of your caring. It speaks of your awareness of the world's inequalities and of your willingness to personally intervene, even in small ways, to address those inequalities. It says that you are aware of the great problem of the world today by its division into haves and have-nots. As a generation which belongs to what is arguably one of the world's most privileged societies, you are aware of the words of Jesus Christ in St. Luke's Gospel, to whom much has been given, much will be expected. Now, I hope that doesn't sound like an attempt to lay a heavy on you. The fact is that this is not a duty or an implied obligation. This is rather an opportunity. An opportunity for what? On June 8, 2007, Bill Gates addressed the Harvard graduation class, speaking of what he called, and I quote, awareness of the awful inequities in the world, the appalling disparities of health and wealth and opportunity that condemns millions of people to lives of despair. He tells them, and again I quote, humanity's greatest achievements are not in its discoveries, but rather in how those discoveries are applied to reduce inequity. Whether through democracy, strong public education, quality health care, or broad economic opportunity, reducing inequity is the highest human achievement. End of quote. And who among us does not aim to be a high achiever? You go forth into a world with greater inequities and therefore greater opportunities for achievement than ever before. But you also go better supplied, better equipped to deal with them because of the unprecedented technology at your disposal, because of your unprecedented awareness of the world's realities, and hopefully because of your unprecedented caring and willingness to do something about them. The German-American political theorist Hannah Arendt in the last century described what she called superfluous people. Superfluous people are those who fall outside a state's concept of a social, economic, or political order. Such people are often victims of coercion, not because they are targeted by the state as threats or enemies, but because they are in the way of state plans. In 2008, a Yale University dissertation published by Kushanava Choudhury takes up the theme. He says, and I quote from his abstract, "From the colonial annihilation of the Amerindians to the displacement of peasants by large dams, from the removal of slum dwellers by urban renewal, to the mass incarceration of the unemployable today, diverse types of states in different eras, from colonialism to developmentalism to globalization, have rendered parts of their subject populations superfluous." End of quote. These are human beings who have no power and no voice. In Peru today, these are the people who are involved in over 226 active social conflicts, the majority related to environmental destruction and human and native rights, which have taken 175 lives in violent confrontations in the past 5 years. Principal among them are claims relating to mining and contamination. In the Amazon, they result from a combination of illegal deforestation with the resulting depletion of the flora and fauna which are basic to the life of the communities there, the dredging for gold in the rivers with its attendant mercury pollution in the water and food chain, the environmental destruction and contamination due to the petroleum industries, all complicated by the cocaine trade. All this conducted by transnational economic interests, facilitated by various levels of government in the name of economic development, of which there are little or no trickle-down benefits to the victimized populations, but rather a widening of the inequity gap. What can we do? That is the challenge before all of us. In my time, we went out and spent a quarter of a century with an underprivileged Peruvian Amazon native population to hopefully improve their lives with quality health care. You probably won't do it that way. With the technological advances in information, communication, transportation, and scientific discoveries at your disposal, you will devise better and more effective ways to bridge the gaps. New wine for new wineskins. But the concern will be the same. Bill Gates closed his Harvard address with words I wish to leave with you today. He said, "When you come back 30 years from now and reflect on what you have done with your talent and your energy, I hope you will judge yourselves not on your professional accomplishments alone, but also on how well you have addressed the world's deepest inequities, on how well you have treated people a world away who have nothing in common with you but your humanity." To you, the graduates of 2012, I say congratulations on a job well done. As graduates of the University of Waterloo, you are well prepared to seize the opportunities ahead of you. Vayan con Dios, and God will go with you. Thank you.
would like to add my thanks to Betsy for all the hard work she's done for our university, and to welcome Reverend Dr. Schroeder into our Waterloo alumni, and also point out that you're also the first degree recipient of this convocation. So thank you, and thank you for the wonderful presentation. And now, if I could have the graduating class please stand. Mr. Chancellor, I present those scholars who have fulfilled the statutory requirements laid down by the Senate of the University, that they may be admitted to their various and several degrees. You may be seated. And now I would like to invite Foyo Yuma to come forward and deliver the valedictory speech.
Does anybody have a glass of water? Mr. Chancellor, members of Convocation, fellow graduates, ladies and gentlemen. In a snapshot, a picture quickly taken of this day, this room is the very image of triumph. We can believe that this is not an ordinary day, for everything around us says that we are, indeed, the graduating class of 2012. Now, unfortunately, I must take the picture down from its mantle on the wall and press my oily finger to its center. I must tarnish this image ever so slightly before such a grand audience to reveal a hidden truth, that being that this celebration of success has woven into it a tale of failure. My name is Foyo Juma, and in the fall of 2006, I commenced my undergraduate career here at the University of Waterloo. In the fall of 2011, I completed it. 5 full years plus 1 semester it took me to stand before all of you today. I had a dream. I was going to be a doctor. I can't quite place what it was that killed that dream. And I can say now that at the time, I could have never imagined that a door would be open to greater academic success and personal fulfillment here in the Faculty of Arts. That a door would be open to lead to this very moment here. What I can tell you is that after 3 semesters, it had finally sunk in. The dream had died. I, Foyo Juma, had failed. Right now, there are parents throughout the gymnasium thinking, how are you valedictorian? Thank you. But you see, this story is not mine alone. Across this floor are row upon row of students who, like me, have failed. My apologies for exposing you guys in front of your parents. Accepted into this university, we came confident, but it did not take long before we received our first assignment with a grade some of us had never seen before. We got our first paper handed back to us by a TA that we do not and still will not trust, with the numbers 9 and 5 on it and not in that order. We've sat facing our professors mere days before the final, going through every emotion possible in hopes of staying the execution. It did not take some of us long to realize that in 4 months, our results could be so dismal that it was as if that semester did not happen at all. And the only thing is that it would have to happen again. We gave less than our best over the course of our degrees, knowing we could have done better. We could have paid more respect to the opportunity to learn at this institution, not just in the classrooms, but in the way we related to our family and our friends, in the way we related to our professors, to the staff, in the way we related to ourselves. On a day like today, gathered here as we are to celebrate the successful end of this phase in our lives, we must concede that at some point in the past 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9 years, we have failed. So what now? The glow of this day seems replaced by a shadow of what could have been. How do we return to its joy? First, we must come to a moment of truth. If you are in agreement with the contents of this address, if you, students, can trace back through the years and say that yes, in one manner or another, you too have failed, for this I fully confess before you. Please stand to your feet. Join me as I do now. Please rise. Please remain standing as I conclude my address. Families and friends, the sum of our failures could never undo the support with which you carried us through all these years. Faculty and staff, we students stand here before you as the legacy that you have created. Our minds have been stretched and filled beyond that with which we came. We have been educated. Now, students, graduating class of 2012. No failed assignment, no dismal semester, no derailed program of study could stop this day from coming. We are here. Our failures are a valuable part of our story that cannot be discarded. For they have taught us that the road to success will not at every point be successful. Regardless, that road must be traveled with perseverance and fortitude, so that on a day like this day, when an image is captured of a moment of glory, we are found there. What more need I say? You and I have done exactly that. Family and friends, faculty and staff, join me in truly applauding the failure overcoming class of 2012. Thank you. You may be seated.
Thank you. Well, we're just about to start sort of the main event of presenting your degrees, but I can't help but say a couple of words myself, because as those that have already spoken today have shared with you, today is a great day. And it's a great day because you are about to graduate from one of the world's premier institutions. You started on a journey of a lifetime by making an excellent choice to come to the University of Waterloo. And all of us at Waterloo have benefited from you being here through the choices you've made while you're here, watching your successes and some of your failures, and watching you continue to forge forward. You have kept the standard high for student achievement, and you've made us proud. And the choices that you make today will be the life you'll lead tomorrow. And as Foya has pointed out to you, it's important to recognize that there's a whole community of people around you that extends, in fact, well beyond those of us here at the University of Waterloo. Each of them has played an important role in your journey. So graduates, let the circle be unbroken, and with me, recognize your parents, your grandparents, if they would stand, your friends, your children. There's a few of them here, aren't there? Your spouses. Please stand, families. I knew we had a few. Please, let's acknowledge their contributions. Thank you. You can sit down now. You had me going for a moment. Okay, so before we begin with the degrees, I would like to just point out a few logistics. I'm guessing that there are many of you that would like to take pictures of your graduates, and if you do, I'm going to ask that you actually exit the Convocation Hall, go around the hallway here to my right, come back in over here. There's an area up here for you to take your photographs. When you're done, please return to your seats. And graduates, with respect to your colleagues, as soon as you can, please return to your seats. And now, Chancellor, I invite Dr. Christina Naveen to begin to present the degrees.
Mr. Chancellor, may I present to you the candidates for the degree, Bachelor of Arts, St. Jerome's University General Program, 3-year. Cyril Ephraim Boris, Ashley Durnford, Lucy Dominique Legno. Jonathan Michael McIntyre, Tari McHale, Adam Joseph Regier. Andrew Kieran Young. Mr. Chancellor, may I present to you the candidates for the degree, Bachelor of Arts, St. Jerome's University General Program, 4-year. E. Aboyeji, Rebecca Lynn Atchison, Anastasia Isla Thirsa Allison. Andrea Appleman, Andrew Aravello, David Avila. Kevin Laurier Poivre, Natalie Laura Cork, Molly Dion. Susan Catherine Booch, Emma Laurie Geary, Stephanie Heinzman. Olivia Catherine McClellan, Carol Michelle Morong, Mark Quirion. Bethany Leola Steele, Brianne Elise Shields. Mr. Chancellor, may I present to you the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts, St. Jerome's University Honors Program. Katya Geraldine Barrios, Emily Catherine Bauer, Alexander Jonathan Baumann. Rachel Marnie Elizabeth Bell, John Michael Brady, Tynan Brandberger. Catherine Ann Brown, Kelly Marie Brown, Trevor Douglas Buckerfield. Adam E. Bustamante, Brandon Joseph Carter, Justine Ann Dalton. Jessica Lindsay DeBrewer, Melanie Desher, David James DeMater. Sean Joseph Dinelly, Alicia Christina Ellis, Eric Fernandez. Samantha Victoria Ava Fritz, Scott Patrick Futher, Melanie Chantel Hankins. Bethany Emma Ince, Cecile Michelle Jenny, Alexis Cabas. Roseanne Wang Lee, Cynthia Melandra Fanning, Emily Frances O'Gorman. Jennifer Mary Pepper, Philip James Rempel, Aaron Seller. Christina Schrager. Christina is the recipient of the Faculty of Arts for Distinguished Academic Achievement Award in Sexuality, Marriage, and Family Studies. Shannon Donald St. George. Lauren Ann Theobalds. Erica Elizabeth Toffelmeyer. Julia Winter van de Vondevoort. Julia is the recipient of the Faculty of Arts for Distinguished Academic Achievement Award in Psychology. Roxanne Violet Tremaine. Nicole Dawn Wade. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor.
Mr. Chancellor, may I present to you the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts, Renison University College, General Program, 3-year. Sarah Nicole Albrecht, Amal Ali Abdurrahman, Ali Baldwin. Aaliyah Baldwin, sorry. Heather Bell, Julie Bissell, Candace Blythe. Lorraine Buchnia, Diana Lynn Cosme Darcy, Paula Donnelly. Deborah Garland, Christina Leah Hall, Alyssa Shelby Capujan. Alyssa Kay, Bacani Mageza, Pamela Pye. Christine Elizabeth Shackleton, Chantal Sicard de Carrefour-Leduc, Kathleen Smith. Robin Marie Susan Stadelbauer, Alethea Lene Gertson Stovey, April Joy Tyndale. Lovna Ahmed Zagyo. The candidates for three-year Bachelor of Arts, Renison University College. Mr. Chancellor, may I present to you the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts, Renison University College, General Program, 4-year. Carly Beach, Jessica Ellison, Janice Poe. Brittany Danielle Oringa, Michelle Kathleen Mavity, Donna Marie Richard. Melissa Reason, Nana Afia Serwa Benoit, Lindsay Schmitz. These are the candidates for the 4-year Bachelor of Arts General. Mr. Chancellor, may I present to you the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts, Renison University College Honors Program. Suzanne Elizabeth Alessi, Stephanie Lynn Chandler, Megan Elizabeth Cook. Richard Patrice Coe, Natalie Gail Frost, Lori Elizabeth Gay. Brianna Heather Kerr, Caitlin Claire Macaulay Newcomb, Janessa Ruth McIntyre. Kelly Mackenzie, Ian James McEwen, Alicia Ann Mitzi. Lauren Chantel Elizabeth Pink, Stacy Michelle Reinsma, Danielle Marie Lucier. Elaine Joyce Sanders, Samantha Storks, Anka Vlad. Rebecca Verwolf. She is the recipient of the Faculty of Arts for Distinguished Academic Achievement Award in Religious Studies. Elizabeth Ann Weaver, Yuxi Zhang. These are the Bachelor of Arts, Renison University College Honors Program graduates. Mr. Chancellor, may I present to you the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Social Work, Renison University College Honors Program. Sarah Jean Beatty, Caitlin Carter, Deborah Lynn Irwin. Wendy Jo Lance, Tracy Lynn McGrath, Bernadine Cassandra Chogaret. And these are the Bachelor of Social Work graduates, Renison University College Honors Program. Thank you.
Mr. Chancellor, may I present to you the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts, University of Waterloo, General Program, 3-year. Prakriti Bakshi, Sarika Bhatt, Travis Michael Bierschbach. Linda Mary Blake, Vito Gilchrist Brancatella, Kristen Brown. Timothy Burton, Leah Kathleen Caldwell, Hui Yi Chan. Sarah Sik-Wing Chan, William Chow, Jan Daniel Coughlin. Susan Elizabeth DeVries, Dawn Michelle Dennis, Emily Ellard. Polina Fedotenko, Haider Hassan, Nyok Yan Matthew Ho. Lorraine Hunter, Amy Johnson, Natalie Kirsten Kennedy. Laura Teresa Klein, Jessica Carmen Lee, King Twen Lee. Jonathan Lucas, Gabriela Monica Lakuta, Bilal Masood. Stuart Philip May, Connor James McLeod, Pirathapan Paramthothianathan. Christine Michelle Paul, Winifred Platt, Christy Marissa Randall. Jacqueline Alyssa Reed, Daniel Rodriguez, Kirsten Ross. Anna Alina Salonen, Menglin Shi, Maral Shoyana. Omar Tariq, Phil Tyers, Kirsten Weltner. Courtney Lynn Wright, Hawkwin Wu, Nola Aquia Zachariah. Mr. Chancellor, these are the graduates, 3-year general program. Mr. Chancellor, may I present to you the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts, University of Waterloo, General Program, 4-year. Sarah Catherine Aitchison, Foluzu Akeredolu, Aaron Brenchley. Christine Verna May Berkhamshire, Carmen Wei Yi Chan, Victoria Chan. Stephen Yan Nok Chui, Karen Hoi Man Chow, Vivian Yuling Chui. John Christopher Martin Cunningham, Gurpreet Dade, Laura Elizabeth Finnemore. Jim Glass, Anthea Gomez, Rewati Hamchan. Catherine Hempel, Jake Hishan, Halima Iqbal. Ryan Michael Jennings, Mohammed Talal Farouk Irfan Khan, Olivia Kingsley. Kadi Jayate Larchi, Oscar Lind, Kimberly Lowe. Lauren Emily Mackay, Deborah Denise Marr, Heather Erin Mawiney. Catherine McMillan, Kelly McPhee, Martha Lee Monroe. Christine Louise Neudorfer, Alexa Zofia Pahapil, Sonia Lavina Palmer. Paige Ann Panetta, Kathleen Alexis Picanco, Anna Picota. Aditi Sakdev, Yasmina Savkovich, Jessica Smith. John Spry, Daphne Eng Tai, Crystal Bit Tao Trong. Brittany Christine Van Nude, Sin Yi Queenie Wan, Stephen Wong. Sarah Elizabeth Jane Wyatt, Biravi Jasmi Yogaswaran. These are the graduates of the General Program 4-year Bachelor of Arts.
Mr. Chancellor, may I present to you the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts, University of Waterloo Honors Program. Elrose Agbayani, Inara Aliyev, Alicia Miriam Ali. Sarah Appleby, Raluca Deanna Ardelian, Emma Baumforth. Bramley Melissa Berganza Peliaz, Stephanie Beska, Emily D. Bester. Chantel Nicole Billadieu, Anna Lee Bowers, Samantha Rachel Bradshaw. Jeffrey R.J. Bunn, Vanessa Nicole Sichetto, Dawn Elaine Sarantola. Rochelle Elise Chalmers, Amanda Chan, Kelvin Carr Wang Chan. Jacqueline Ka-Ki Chan, Kathy Chen, Melody Krista Xiao Xuan Chen. Jemin Chen, Amanda Hui Man Chung, Betsy Hui Lam Chung. Lock Wan Chung, Tiffany Chi, Derek Chow. Jacqueline Dorothy Chow, Heather Ann Christie, Calvin Hoy Yin Chu. Winnie Coe, Taylor Columbus, Patrick Cooper. Keith Vincent Crawford, Bradley Cruikshank, Veronica Pasqua D'April. Tara Kristen Doggerville, James Allen Deal, Bethany Renee Dealman. Matthew Denbach, recipient of the Faculty of Arts Distinguished Academic Achievement Award in Sociology. David Demers, Isato Denton, Alexander Jurich. Alexandra Dolb, Morley Norbert Dreiger, David Durst. Catherine Jane Duncan, also recipient of the Faculty of Arts Distinguished Academic Achievement Award in Peace and Conflict Studies. Caitlin Emery, Rebecca Marie Evans, Samantha M. Everding. Chad Saul Fernandez, Benita Garland Fu, Juan David Gomez. Johann Nicholas William Grunau Harsta, Allison Moira Gunn, Farah Hakim. Roussel Hamoudi, Travis William Henry, Rebecca Tsiang. Rebecca Cara Hudson, Alexandra Hubner, Camille Joshi. Foyo Juma, Aaron Gale Cadwell, Crystal Dawn Carges Rank. Brittany Elena Carnupas, Pawandeep Kaur, Ron Gielstra. Kyrene Kim, Golda Maya Kunu, Andy Man Ho Kwok. Elise Margaret Lapalm, Sarah Grace Law, Julian Lee. Han Bin Lee, Julia Lee, Aaron Lewicki. Michael Stephen Lim, Stephen Livermore, Calvin Juk Hang Lo. Liang Hui Long, Thomas Frank Longo, Rachel Melissa Lin. Yityin Ma, Jessica Kathleen McDonald, Jacqueline Michelle Manganelli. Nushin Manji, Lisa Ann Massaro, Diana Mavarani. Paulina Mazarek, Robert John McCarty, Scott McKee. Diana Molodecki, recipient of the Reginald Haney Award for Outstanding Academic Achievement in the Legal Studies program. Alexander Charles Menere, Spencer G. Moore, Andrew James Shea Moole. Roxanne Nguyen, Chioma Nwachuku, Heidi O'Hagan. Mark Yoshitaka Okada, Jessica Kate Paget, John Pete. Sarah Kaylee J. Pemberton, Catherine Diane Penner, Madison Lee Pisowski. Tyler Planeta, Tiana Polich, Carrie Reif. Derek J. Roerda, Daniel Rim, Rhiannon Victoria Rose. Christopher Rowlands, Michael Rubenstein, Rukman Sandhu. Arisha Jamal Sati, Lauren Marie Schellenberg, Kyle Schwend. Claire Fiona Shanahan Somerville, Ashley Shuchuk, Gloria Socorro. Kathleen Nicole Slostra, also the recipient of the Faculty of Arts Distinguished Academic Award in Social Development Studies. Jeremy Pokyen Sisto, Nicole Daniel Soner, Devin Arian Spear. Daniel Leanne Stewart, Nafisa Tejpar, Jessica Dawn Tufo. Mayura Tirunavakarasu, Shanatani Ture, Alexandra Vera Timoteo. Michelle Carol Tong, Allison Nicole Towns, Allison Trin. Ayesha Uma Jihad, Ashley Valesi, Katerina Angelin Van Hert. Ricardo Vernet, Andrew Scott Wallace, Tiffany Elizabeth Walpole. Miriam Wasif, Lucas Joseph Whalen, Darren Wong. Nicholas Wu, Pasua Zhang, Weiwei Zhui. Ishioma Yahya Zhou, Yachong Yang, Flora Young. Melissa Ki Yuen, Nohelia Giovannia Zelea, Jiryu Zhao. This concludes the Bachelor of Arts, University of Waterloo Honors Program. Mr. Chancellor, may I present to you the Diploma in Applied Language Studies. Tara McAndrew. This concludes the Diploma in Applied Language Studies. Mr. Chancellor, may I present to you the Diploma in Spanish-English Translation. Mauro Cisneros Carlin. This concludes the Diploma in Spanish-English Translation.
Mr. Chancellor, may I present to you the candidates for the degree Master of Catholic Thought, St. Jerome's University. Patrick Maloney, Alexandra Ann Milne. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor.
Mr. Chancellor, may I present to you the candidates for the degree Master of Theological Studies. Master of Arts.
Hui Si Bui, Erica Clausen, Erin Patricia Hogan. Trisha Ann Mirza, Carly Neath, Bhakta Rai. Lindsay Weir. This concludes the degree Master of Arts. Mr. Chancellor, may I present to you the candidates for the degree Master of Public Service. Isel Oslam Iraq, Carolyn M. Gasparini, Spiros Oanu. Matthew Johnson, Lise Madeline Morissetti Kay, Stephanie Gale Lake. Jin Lim, Isjot Lit, Kayla Nicole McKinnon. Patience Mensa, Mohammed Sohab Mirza, Tina Nesharatnam. Amy Nicole Ross and Excel. Mariam Razi, Kate Victoria Ryan, Harmony Sleeman. Irene Vienne. This concludes recipients of the degree Master of Public Service. Mr. Chancellor, may I present to you the candidates for the degree Doctor of Philosophy. Stacy Dankert. Eric Glenn Hochstein. Rachel Reese McKinnon. Jill Rebecca Oliver. Shannon O'Malley. Adam Scott Stewart. This concludes a degree Doctor of Philosophy. Mr. Chancellor, I now request you to confer in absentia the various and several degrees upon those candidates who were approved by Senate but who were unable to be present at today's convocation. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor.
We now have 2 teaching awards to present. The Distinguished Teacher Award was established by the Senate of the University to recognize individuals with a continued record of excellence in teaching at Waterloo. Recipients must be nominated by their students and selected by a committee consisting of undergraduate and graduate students, alumni, and faculty. Mr. Chancellor, I present Dr. Tim Kenyon. Many people describe Dr. Tim Kenyon as an inspiration and role model. He often teaches large sections of the philosophy department's critical thinking course. Students who take it remark that the classes are full of laughter and enjoyment, but also the course taught me things I didn't even know I needed to learn. He communicates a contagious, passionate commitment to intellectual matters, coupled with an equally strong commitment to making the world a better place. Whether they encounter him as new undergraduates or as graduate students, many students remember Dr. Kenyon's courses as life-changing. People who have gone on to do graduate work at top schools in his own field of philosophy or other fields, such as mathematics or psychology, describe taking a Kenyon course as a turning point, showing them a value of living a life devoted to research and teaching, enabling them to develop the skills needed to be successful. Others who have gone on to non-academic careers, some of who have distinguished themselves as community leaders, note the personal attention Dr. Kenyon gave them and helped them develop their individual talents. They say he provided them with a roadmap to living a life of principle and public service. On campus, he's also known as a leader across the university in encouraging sensible experimentation in teaching practices, and he is described by both junior and senior colleagues as inspiring them to work to becoming better teachers. Mr. Chancellor, in recognition of his outstanding achievement in teaching, I ask you to present the Distinguished Teacher Award to Dr. Tim Kenyon. And now, Mr. Chancellor, I present Dr. Tracy Penny Light. Dr. Tracy Penny Light is an outstanding teacher and mentor. She is truly an educational innovator. She began her university teaching career as a member of the university's teaching innovation team, now known as the Center for Teaching Excellence. During this time, she mentored professors and teaching assistants and was a founding member of the Teaching Excellence Academy. In 2007, she brought her cutting-edge teaching skills and expertise as a historian of gender and health to the classroom as a professor in the Department of Sexuality, Marriage, and Family Studies at St. Jerome's University. She has earned a reputation as a passionate teacher who cares about the success of her students and their development as responsible citizens. She is known for her witty energy that engulfs the classroom and her efforts to challenge the ideas and stretch the thinking of the students. And I would also say of her colleagues around the university. Under her mentorship, students have published e-portfolios, produced a documentary film on inclusivity at Waterloo entitled Be Inclusive, and they have organized an annual conference on sexuality, marriage, and family studies. Dr. Pennylight stretches the boundaries of the classroom to prepare students for life and careers beyond the university. And I'd also like to point out, if you noticed her regalia, she's also one of our alums. Mr. Chancellor, in recognition of her outstanding achievement in teaching, I ask you to present the Distinguished Teacher Award to Tracy Pennylight. Mr. Chancellor, I now invite Emmanuel Carvalho to announce the name of the winner of the Arts Young Alumni Award.
Mr. Chancellor, I present Natalie McNeil. In 2009, the Faculty of Arts inaugurated the Arts Young Alumni Award. The award recognizes Arts Young alumni who have made outstanding contributions to their professional field in community and public service. Friends of the Faculty of Arts nominate candidates. This year's recipient is Natalie McNeil, who received the BA in Honors Political Science, Arts and Business in 2008. While studying at Waterloo, she was awarded first place in Canada for the Impact Apprentice National Business Competition. This award earned her the status as one of the top 30 students in Canada. Natalie is an award-winning media entrepreneur who is best known as the founder and editor-in-chief of She Takes on the World, one of the leading blogs for entrepreneurial women. She Takes on the World appeared on Forbes' list Top 10 Entrepreneurial Sites for Women. She was also the 2010 winner of Blog of the Year Award, Stevie Awards, dubbed the Oscars of Business Awards. Natalie is a co-founder of Imaginarius, a digital media company known for its groundbreaking work in interactive innovations and creative online marketing strategies. She won an Emmy Award as the company's media producer of Out of My World, the world's first 360-degree interactive documentary, which was developed with the National Film Board. In May 2012, Natalie was the grand prize winner at a local launchpad competition where she pitched her latest business venture. Some of her other accolades include 40 Under 40 recipient in 2011, the Women 100 Award from the International Alliance for Women in 2011, and in 2010 she was recognized as Canada's Young Entrepreneur of the Year by the Impact Organization. She has appeared in many print and online publications, including Forbes.com, Entrepreneur.com, Wall Street Journal, and the Financial Post. Natalie often mentors young entrepreneurs through her work with organizations in the Waterloo region and serves on the boards of directors for Treehouse Collaborative Workspace, a not-for-profit co-working space for entrepreneurs that she co-founded. He is also an inaugural member of the Young Entrepreneurial Council, comprised of the world's top young entrepreneurs, business owners, and thought leaders. Its mission is to help young people build successful businesses and fight the devastating epidemics of youth underemployment and unemployment. Mr. Chancellor, we are pleased to honor Natalie McNeil.
we have one more medal presentation. The University of Waterloo is proud to have been invited to award the Governor General's Silver Medal for Academic Merit. 3 silver medals are being presented at convocation ceremonies this week to the graduates who achieved the highest standing in the bachelor's programs in the university. One of these medals will be presented now. Mr. Chancellor, I request that you present the Governor General's Silver Medal for 2012 to Susan Patrick Bright, who graduated this past fall with a Bachelor of Independent Studies. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a great afternoon. I was just absolutely delighted so many of you graduating this afternoon. And I thank all of you for being with us today. I know that some of you came a long way to be here to watch your sons, your daughters, your partners, your whoever who is here, that you helped so much for them to be here, to be graduating today. And I know that there are some who weren't able to be here, and there are some who are not with us any longer, but we felt their presence here. They were also here cheering and supporting you, and be very happy for your achievements. This is a significant day. In fact, this is a great week. This is one of my most favorite weeks of the year, along with the one we will be doing in the fall. This is a convocation where we get to see your hard work, your dedication, your investment of good part of your life here come to fruition. That we enjoy seeing you, we enjoy seeing your enthusiasm, your energy, but most importantly, your confidence that you're ready to face the world. We are very proud of your accomplishments, your achievements. I'm not going to keep you here much longer. You've been patiently going through this in a fabulously orderly way, so I thank you for that as well. But I want to leave you with 3 thoughts before you leave here. That you should first be very, very proud of your university. This is a university that started in 1957 as a very small, very modest university with 78 students. And in its relatively short history became one of the top universities in the world. That today it helps 34,000 young, brilliant minds to come here, study, learn, and go out and make a difference in the world. This is the university where our 155,000 graduates have been making tremendous impact in whatever they do, from making policies around the world to inventions ranging from various devices, or making significant contributions to the social, economic, artistic, and societal values in life around the world. So this is the university that after you leave here, after you go out and do whatever you're doing, you should always remember that this is where it all started. Secondly, I think you should be very proud of your own accomplishments. That it was not easy. Quite a few of you I spoke to today said it was challenging, it was tough, but we made it, and we are very proud of it. We are also very proud that you did it, and you did it on your own, with your own genuine work. When you look at your degree, you will see that your degree is confirmed by the Senate of the university. It bears my signature, your dean's signature, and signature of the registrar, testing that your degree came after your own work, your own integrity, and with a lot of responsibility that you attach to that degree. So be very proud of your own accomplishments. And thirdly, your university is very proud of you. We have bold, ambitious goals to further push the limits of excellence with everything we do here, with our academic programs, with our scholarships, with our research programs, that we will continue becoming a major entity in the world and pushing the limits of excellence at this university. We can't do this without you. Your work is helping us do that. So we will be watching you, your success, your careers, with a lot of pride, because, as Isaac Newton once said when he was asked why he was able to see much farther than anybody else, because he said he stands on the shoulders of giants. That enables him to see much farther. You are our giants. If we are going forward, we're going to do this with your success, with your education. Thank you very much for spending your 3, 4, 5 years of our lives here, and congratulations again.